BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Hello everyone, welcome to Spa, the best racetrack in the world. It has everything. Eau Rouge, Raidillon, Pouillon, the bus stop which had his fame and as luxurious as it used to be. La Source, even though, to be honest, it's just a hairpin, but I love it anyway. It is here in the Ardennes Forest, with the scene of round, the scene of rain as well, but also the scene of round 5 of the World Championship. Driver standings look like this. Jordi Boxtel currently leads with Percy in second position. Third is Immortal, then Great 17. German then on 37 points. 36, very close between German and Keza. Keza had a bit of an off day last time out, and he has dropped down to 5th in the standings. Troy, the former world champion, all the way down in 6th at the moment. A difficult start there. Toy Coin looking very good in his first full season. So Chazza missed 2 races now. He's down in 8th now. Chazza is 9th is Indigo, and 10th is Mr. Raging Bull with Brabbit and Marquis 11th and 12th position. Liam is also on 5 points as well. 2 for Coop, 1 for Sloth, 1 for Equals, and 1 for Tango. Nosy, Chappers, and Nameless has not scored yet in the constructors in the driver standings, unfortunately. But in the constructors, Alpine lead the way on 120 points. They've started off superbly well, haven't they? So far, there with Ferrari in second, there with third Haas, Alfa Romeo currently 4th, and with Williams also on 36 as well. Albeit, let's be honest about it, that was mainly due to their reserves. So I'm wondering if we might have to think about that in the future. Sixth position on 25 points is Red Bull. McLaren on 23, 16 for the Aston Martin, 10 for Mercedes, and 1 for AlphaTauri. And then in the joint constructors, then, as we have got an Aston Martin coming out just behind us, then is McLaren doing a very good start to the joint constructors along with Alpine as well. Great stuff indeed. Ferrari in third position. The rain seems to be getting heavier then, as there is raindrops certainly falling on my cam at the moment. Not cam, as in my camera. We've got Williams in fifth on 108 points. A massive gap between fourth and fifth position developing already. 60 points is the Alfa Romeo team, along with the Aston Martin team. Red Bull on 65, 54 for AlphaTauri, and Mercedes, unfortunately, having a bit of a disappointed start right the way down in to 10th position there, as well as we just got Indigo on stream as well. Hello, everyone. Just quick update in terms of the drivers for you. That is that Cam is now a full-fledged member of the ALR grid then, taken over from Nameless, and Nameless then unfortunately unable to continue, so has given his seat up then to Cam then. So Cam then, who would actually, of course, the updated standings with Cam in it means that Cam is actually up to 9th in the championship, as he's scored 16 points already in this campaign there for himself and the Aston Martin. So Aston Martin will be very chuffed, I think, to have Cam on board. Him and Mr. Rage are going to make a very good pairing indeed then, I would have to guess. And in terms of Cam's overall stats then, of course, this is going to be his 7th Grand Prix start. Now he's had a pole position in Cam, as I think it was in Brazil, and in every city he has finished every single Grand Prix he has participated in. Whoa! And the Indigo is in the wall, out of qualifying, and that is a major blow for Indigo. Goodness me, we just went on board with him as well. We're on board with the side cam shot here. And dear, oh dear, that is not ideal at all then. And it is very treacherous out here in Spa. Of course, Spa seems to always have its own weather climate, does it, around here? And any moment in time, then there always seems to be some kind of drama in there around here, where it comes to the weather or any other thing really in general. So we're going on board with now as we go to the top of Lake Garden. This is where Indigo crashed heavily. Of course, Charles Leclerc crashed there a couple of years ago, I think in 2021 or 2020, I think it's 2021. But unfortunately, Indigo will be starting last on the grid then. That is not ideal at all, is it then? Hello to you, Vintage. Of course, Vintage, the newest paddock member in YouTube. Thank you very much to Vintage, and of course, a veteran of ALR, a veteran of sim racing as well then. Toy Coin just going through Puyong as well, and not sure about the rest of the whatever anyway then, as just on board with Toy Coin then. Apparently Indigo had a quali ban already, so is that why he crashed out? Was it? Oh dear, oh dear. But that's unfortunate for Indigo anyway, but well, either way, he's crashed the car. I got a quali ban, so Indigo had to, which is probably why he crashed out then. Just on board with Toy Coin at the moment. So we've got a lot of changes there in drive for first time, not in gold then. Our first driver switch for gold then is Nameless then, who is no longer part of the, I think that Nameless might drive in silver and gold for reserve responsibilities, but Nameless unfortunately dropping out of the full grid then. Toy Coin has done a 150 then, goodness me, almost a 2-minute lap there. Liam Yeh has done a 151, second and a half about off the time at the moment now, with Coop going at second fastest at the moment. And evening to Mr. Rage and Nolsey's hyper soft then. Another glorious Sunday to watch the lads from Pinhead. I appreciate you coming in to watch it as well, Pinhead. I love it. I also love your name as well. Equals, ouch. It was certainly an ouch indeed, but also Bauji, also Belgium as well. Equals saying it. So just on board now with Cam. Of course, Williams are on 36. Cam is invalidated his time, but luckily Cam has already set a time then. Chapper's out on circuit, and so is Lucas Purse as well. We mentioned about Williams being on 36 points in the Constructors' Championship, but don't want to be brutal about this, but Williams' full-time drivers have only scored 3 points, and the other 3 points has been scored by reserves for the Williams team. I'm wondering then if maybe maybe that's sometime down the line, reserves may not score points for the Williams team because, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's very good for the Williams team, isn't it? But if Percy goes fast, then I think we had a similar problem in bronze, didn't we, last season as well, where I think Jay Hings raced for Ferrari for a lot of the season, didn't he? He did end up being a full-time driver for Ferrari, but nonetheless. So a lot of points to help Ferrari win the Constructors' Championship in bronze. So yeah, I'm not sure if I 100% agree with reserves scoring points for the team then. But of course, for the driver themselves, so of course they should always score points, shouldn't they? Really, but I'm not sure about Travers going 6 fast in the Alfa Romeo. The last season we're going to be calling him Alfa Romeo as his pinhead stop it, I'm blushing. Goodness gracious me. Travers said currently 6th of all. I'm absolutely freezing over here as well. Keza then going for fast as well. Percy currently is the benchmark then. A very good qualifying performance last time out for Percy. Of course, we've always mentioned his Achilles heel has been qualifying trip, but he certainly put that to bed last time out in Hungary. Keza currently third man, and unfortunately for Keza, had a bit of a nightmare race in well, not saying nightmare race, a below par race then for Keza, isn't it? Because Keza is usually on the podium or in the top 5, but unfortunately in Hungary that wasn't the case, unfortunately for Keza. Tango currently 6th at the moment now. Of course, as Mr. Raging Bull then coming out the corner with no name, or is it the Jackie X turn then, which I've heard references potentially, but Mr. Raging Bull's got new teammates, hasn't he, now, so Mr. Raging Bull might have to see how that one transpires. And of course, I was going to say we're very early, but we're not early, are we? Because gold does start at 7:15 these days, doesn't it? Because it gives us opportunity for us old folks then to go to bed before 9 o'clock. We've got soft tyres on German as DRS has been enabled then. Remember what happened in Hungary then in bronze? And that was an absolutely crazy race, wasn't it? In bronze on pit on microphone. Where the all drivers started on the dry tyres, but some drivers then went to intermediate tyres. But it was a very strange race, wasn't there, where the dry tyres seemed to be the quicker tyre. Here's Mr. Rage, it's the bus stop, the newly reprofiled bus stop, which I prefer the old one myself, and DRS there for Mr. Rage, and, but now the time is going to start to get a bit quicker. Then rain is still falling, so the track is not going to dry out too quickly. Then here's Sam Swift Ninja, his second appearance, this time for the McLaren Mercedes team, after a superlative performance last time. I think it was in the Williams as well, actually, which is 100. This is another reason why Williams have jumped out to 36 points for constructors. But Swift is now part of the McLaren team for now, then, with Chaz unfortunately unable to race on board with the silver champion, which is Brabham, and 5 points to his name this season for Brabham. However, remember that it is a tough start to the season. That we've got a randomised calendar, which may have thrown some drivers out of the kilter. It certainly threw me out of the kilter as we go through Blanchemont now as well. Cut up to the bus stop chicane. I wish we could go back to the old bus stop chicane personally, but we've got Ferrari having issues at the top of the hill, and I'm not sure if it's at Percy. I think it is Percy who's recovered, and no damage there for Percy, but certainly a bit of concern now. I missed Brabham, but Brabham is gone 5th faster than the McLaren, and I think it has stopped raining now. Then Indigo, got any advice for me during the race? Then Indigo is saying, I don't think Indigo needs much advice, to be honest. Indigo came from 19th on the grid, I think, on Wednesday, of course, for the 44 realistic performance races, a realistic performance race, of course, last Wednesday, and won on his first time out. Didn't Indigo then, which was a superlative performance indeed for himself. And Alpha Tower, which means Alpha Tower now won 4 races out of the first 4 races out of 4. Then, 100%. Here's another driver who knows a lot about the 100%. It is this gentleman here, Indigo, of course, the champion of 100%, not racing this time around. Look how quickly the track's dried out. It's gone from quite damp to just basically greasy now. Well, this is going to get interesting indeed. Here's Swift, 30 in the first sector now. Second sector is coming up just before Paul Frere. Or is it Stamina? I don't really know. There's a lot of wheel spin there for... Who is that? That's an Aston Martin there. Major problems there for Cam, I think it was. At 18.9 for the second split time there for Swift then, who, to be fair, he did really he controlled the race, didn't he, in Hungary a week ago. ago then. A debut race and a debut win as well for Swift. Of course, also getting pole position as well. Pole position, checker flag there for car 9. Of course, the other driver to have the car number 9 then. Of course, the famous Marcus Herrickstrand as well, who's doing pretty well in IndyCar. Well, pretty well, isn't he, compared to his Formula 1 career of 48.2. That's 1.2 seconds quicker than a Mortal. Yes, the track has dried out quite considerably, but that is a pretty formidable qualifying time indeed. That is just watching Brabbitt come back into the pits now then. So his own driver's actually gone on slick tyres yet? Not yet then. Immortal's invalidated his time, so Immortal will be back into the garage now. It's going to rain for the start of the race, Indigo saying as well, so we got a bit of perspiration, and whether it's going to be like Hungary or not remains to be seen, but I enjoyed the first couple of laps in Hungary in Bronze. It was a fantastic watch indeed, wasn't it? And hopefully more of the same here as well, be as the driving might do that, because yeah, it was maybe a bit challenging then. Now Cam is on the soft tyres, unbeknownst to me then, whilst I was waffling on. So Cam is on the soft tyre, coming up into Lacom now. But of course up the Camel straight, 7/10 of a second. Then on board with over the shoulder. I love this over the shoulder on board Cam. I wish there'd be a camera that you can select rather than the game selecting. But never mind, that's probably in my boxes of wishes then as well. Hello, if you just joined the broadcast, then I hope you're having a lovely Sunday wherever you are in the world, or if you're just settling down. Oh my gosh, and the curb's on fire, but still holding some water there, and Cam through the corner with no name, or the Jackie X turn, and almost was in the wall. Of course, Lance Stroll crashed there in the last year's qualifying, didn't he? Of course, Cam almost joined his fellow team member there. Goodness gracious me, that certainly woke him up, but this is going to be a decent lap nonetheless. The Cam is the only driver with 5 minutes to go in this qualifying session out on the lap. He's 4 seconds up in the second split time. Even with that mistake, I'm wondering if Cam may come back into the pits, because he's going to be out of kilter, because 5 minutes says a lot. This is a long circuit. This is the longest track on the Formula 1 calendar here in Spa, and of course I think it's going to be last hour across the line, because now the track is going to be green. It is going to be, the drivers are just going to wait until as long as possible. As Knowles just said, I'll wait till the last possible moment. Knowles is saying it. Very much similar to the European Grand Prix. I keep referencing this qualifying, but I absolutely love it. My favourite qualifying of all time was the European Grand Prix qualifying in 1999, where it was damp and treacherous for most of the qualifying, and it dried up. And literally the qualifying session was, that was back when it was like an hour long, of course, the qualifying sessions were, and it literally dried up with not too long to go. And it was brilliant. We went from Damon Hill to Mika Hakkinen to David Coulthard. I think Irvine was on pole as well at one point. And of course, Frentzen took pole position with just 15 seconds to go, and no one could respond. A brilliant qualifying session indeed. I do watch that on YouTube. Right. To strike and not get through into qualifying 2. Two attempts, maybe? I can't remember. That's why I write everything down, to be honest. But unfortunately, in qualifying, I couldn't really write much down, to be honest. There's usually so much going on. And what does Knowlesy mean by not getting into qualifying 2? Well, if you're a fan of silver and bronze and the 100%, but you've not watched gold before, then we're going to tell you it's a little different for the gold qualifying sessions, and which means 2.2 seconds up there for Cam in the second split time, which means then, of course, that it is a 3-part qualifying session. Qualifying 1, 18 minutes. Qualifying 2, 15 minutes. Qualifying 3, 12 minutes long. And of course, the bottom 5 will lose their. The bottom 5 drivers will be out of qualifying then. And of course, had another bottom 5 in the qualifying 2, and then the top 10 will go for pole position. And for the pole position, top 10 shootout. Cam has gone past on a 43.1. He had no errors on that final section of the lap then. So now that Cam has got no fuel either, I think Cam might be in a bit of peril here. Yes, he's on pole position. Yes, he's about 5 seconds quicker than Swift, which is pretty swift on his own account then. But this is, this is on a fairly green track, and I don't mean that because of the Aston Martin. I mean that because the track is green and not been rubbered up then. I see an Alpine out there at the moment in this box style here. Troy is not, so currently out qualifying is Equals, Troy, box style, Indigo, and Nosy. But I think a lot of those drivers have not qualified yet. Nor Slop and nor German either. But now we're going on a very compact track here, and they have a very long course, then, don't they? So they don't trip over each other, but they will trip over each other because these drivers want to be on the circuit at the best time, and they will then argue with each other because that's what these competitors do, don't they? Of course, they have 18 minutes to sort themselves out, and yet they always still fall over each other with just a couple of minutes to go. But of course, that is competitive racing. Evening to you, Mushroom. Good luck to everyone. Evening to you at Rocket as well. Super Bowl's not 11:30. I'm going to be tired tomorrow. What's a Super Bowl? Big. Sorry, my sister is telling me what to get her for her birthday. Out the way. That's better. What's a Super Bowl? A big Spanish drink, then. I thought it was a water slide, to be honest. But the Super... Who is in the Super Bowl this year? Is it the 49ers? I'm not very good with the old American football. I must admit, I try and watch it, but... I don't know what's going on, to be honest. But I must admit, you might have Googled this, but I know there's American football and rugby is completely different. But I have started to watch the Six Nations this year. I must admit, I've quite enjoyed it, to be honest. I have no idea what's going on, but all I know is that I have to support England because, of course, I am, albeit some may argue that I'm ginger, I probably shouldn't be supporting England, but there we go. Yes, I do support England, or try to anyway. I have no idea what's going on, but of course, rugby. But anyway, that's not the Super Bowl, it's a Super Bowl tonight. Is it Super Bowl? What number is it? It's like Super Bowl 50 or 49 or something like that. No, that's 49 or something. I have no idea. I'm just racking out random numbers there. I probably will watch the bit of it. And what I've approached the most is apparently the Deadpool 3 trailer will also be shown at halftime as well, which is also pretty cool as well. Cam is retired from the qualifying session. He's in the pit lane. Cam is there. But I have a feeling that Cam, we're going to be a lot quicker than the full 3 that Cam is set, because Cam did that on a relatively green track there, so the grip was not a paramount. Here's Ron Board at Boxtown, who is at this moment of me speaking to you, is the most successful driver in qualifying trim on this current grid today. Here is Boxtown attacking these Belgian curves as well. There's a 13-9 and serious much that I don't understand American football. No, nor do I, to be honest. But I struggle to understand their soccer as well. Didn't they do they didn't have penalties, did they? MLS for a very long period of time. Didn't you have this where they had to go one-on-one with the keepers? That was quite interesting, wasn't it? Chiefs or 49ers, Sean Brooksy is saying. I'm going with the 49ers because that's the only team that I know, and I only know that because I'm what they call the 69ers. Out of the final turn, and Boxtown goes past us out by a 42-2. That is bad news for Cam now. As the drivers are coming across the line, then Equals has gone second fastest out on a 46. Marquis Holbrook is gone fastest then with the checker flag fluttering, and the Mercedes head is quickest. This could be last driver across the line. I could see a big player being knocked out of qualifying here. Mr. Rage in fourth position now. Then they're all streaming across the line now, and goodness gracious me, Immortal has gone fastest now, and Coop has gone third fastest, and then is Sam Swift Ninja on a 41.5. Goodness gracious me, he's in a different postcode again. Tango has gone faster on the 42 flat there for Tango. Then Equals dropped right down into 11th position. Who is that then? I think that's it. German's gone second fastest now. Liam Mears all the way down in 10th position. Brabbit is down in 9th. That's not ideal for either of those two drivers there. Oh my gosh, and Toy Coin has gone in third fastest. Who's in the back? And that's Alfa Romeo. That Alfa Romeo, Kez has had an appalling lap. Then Slop has had an appalling lap as well. Percy's gone fastest there as the checker flag has fallen now. Then Troy is through as well. Then I didn't see who was knocked out of qualifying. And good heavens above, and that was a great end to qualifying now. Goodness gracious me. Gosh, well that was a great end to qualifying, wasn't it? But look at that, 3900 to a second in between Percy and Swift Ninja, who has 100% now. Very bold for Troy there to go into the medium tyres. Like goodness me, but he would have an extra set of soft tyres out for qualifying free. Indigo the qualifying ban, out of qualifying. Slough in 19th position. Keza, nightmare qualifying, down in 18th position for Keza. Goodness gracious me, he's going to have to come through the field. Cam, who went out potentially too early there, and Chapper's also knocked out as well. Keza is the biggest surprise for me, along with Indigo, but Indigo had a qualifying ban there. But Keza, a major problem there out of qualifying. That is a major blow for Alfa Romeo, as that is actually both Alfa Romeos out of qualifying. Horrific start then for the Alfa Romeo slash Team Kick slash Steak slash Sauber team, which is probably what I was traditionally going to go. KD, go 49ers, screw the Chiefs, and as goodness gracious me, Jordan too much curb, but too so plenty of time for him now. No, serious, what should I say now? I'm glad I've made KD happy then, because I have no idea what. All I know is that yes, I'll go with 49ers, which are they the favourites? I don't know, to be honest. He think he cost himself 3/10 there. We've also got Chaps too close and Equal staying as well. So we're now into qualified 2, and we've gone from rain to sunshine, haven't we? Here, we've got about 20 seconds into this qualifying session now. I love the way Sean said horrific. Gosh, I'm probably going to say that quite a lot now, and goodness gracious me. I used to say, I think I still do actually say I almost good. Oh my goodness. Quite a lot as well. To be honest, there's usually other words that I would probably like to say, but I'm not allowed to say because, of course, I will get my chocolate bar at the end of every season. Of course, and I haven't got so fancy buzzer either. Qualifying 2 on its way now. We have got 5 drivers we have to lose in this second qualifying session. Hello to you all that have just joined the broadcast. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday indeed. I certainly am. Well, am I? Yes, I am. I've eaten like a pig or a wild boar if you're from the old forest parts, which we are here in Spa. Is there actually wild boar in Belgium? I do not know, to be honest. By the way, wild boar is a pig. £5 there for those who are making it through into qualifying. Making it through qualifying, well, good stuff indeed. That. So from those who makes it through to qualifying 2, that is £10, isn't it? Good stuff indeed. That is. We're just going through Puyong as well. Is it Puyong? No, that's the footballer, isn't it? I can't say that corner name at all, which is really irritating me, especially the last couple of seasons. So when I watched it back. German there, who is just on an outlaw road. German, he's had a very good start to the season, actually, but here we go. I always started it off positively, and it goes downhill, doesn't it? German has started off really well this season. There have been 1 or 2 strategical calls then, which potentially didn't go his way, or potentially German may have felt that if he did it this way or that way, he might have got a better result then. However, this is much better than last season, because German had 10 DNFs in this campaign last season, albeit I think at least 8 of those retirements was not actually his fault. It was the old interweb there. But unfortunately, the Statman is it's not a very nice chap. Out the final turn there for German across the line, and let's go on board now. We're going on this fantastic race circuit and going into last source set. Last source there, quite famous for a lot of incidents there. I think that we had an incident there with Sato and Schumacher 2005. Of course, this little run up into Eau Rouge and Radion. The 98 season, quite famous for that horrific shunt there with, wasn't it like 13 cars involved then or something like that? And of course, the legendary Ricardo Rosset decided to plough into the back of, I don't know who he ploughed into the back of, it was one of the Minardis, I think, wasn't it? After he was so far behind, because he had a really sluggish start there, of course, the legend of Ricardo Rosset, of course. Somehow he had 3 seasons in Formula 1. Well, of course, he did have a big bank account, didn't he? He wasn't very bad at it. He wasn't too bad, actually, in his junior career, was he? But it just didn't go well for him, I'll say. He wasn't in the best of machinery, was he? Ricardo Rosset, wasn't it? I think that, I think he was in the footwork, wasn't he, in the 96 season, then before he went to the Lola team in 97, which, of course, only did 1 race, and I think in Brazil they was told to pack up and go home because there was no more funding, and then he drove for Turtle team, which, oh, goodness me! Serious Marshall was just put then. German for pole position, I'm thinking then. Well, unfortunately for German, he has to make it over this bar for qualifying 2. He almost is in the wall there. Good car control there for German. Liam Yeh has gone faster in the second split time for the Mercedes car. Of course, Mercedes with that beautiful black livery. However, we've got a lot of car launches over the past week, which has got a lot of unpainted carbon fibre on it, which I really, really dislike then. We've got Howdy there from Farf as well there. If I make it into Q3, Sean, I'll do a tenner, I promise. Nosy is saying that. Oh, goodness gracious me. And Nosy then, flash of the cash tonight, that is. We've got Liam Yeh doing a 42.7 now. I wonder if that's on used tyres and for Liam Yeh. If not, I apologise profusely then. We got Williams into the bus stop chicane. No, we haven't. What car is that then? Goodness me. Am I, oh, you do have a Williams. I don't know if Equals, and I was watching the wrong car. Equals on a 43 then. I wonder if these times are on the used tires then. Yeah, well, yes, Ricardo Rosset, a legendary driver. Of course, one thing I do actually miss about Formula 1 at the moment is there are sometimes we haven't got enough cars on the grid, have we, to have a completely useless drivers these days, but yeah, that's why I probably want more cars there, really, so we can have a driver or two in the Ricardo Rosset caliber. We did have one actually a couple of years ago, but of course we keep that now. Logan Sargent, I don't think it's completely impossible at all. I think the Logan Sargent is actually a pretty good peddler. Mr. Raging Bull is going third fast at the moment. Now, Equals is the slowest of the time running so far. German is having another bite of the cherry as well. I'm going to stick with Kanga, who's got his first point of the season on board the AlphaTauri. Of course, now been rebadged and been rebadged to the V Carbon or the Visa Cash App RB, or I think that the team name is actually RB, isn't it there? And of course, their full official FIA entry is of course the Visa Cash App RB, which I think stands for Red Bull Race and Bulls, really, doesn't it? But of course, for some reason they're going with RB, which is interesting. German crawling back to the pits, and he hasn't got no fuel in them, so that's why German is not having no body show. That's the telemetry. Serious Russian, I didn't curse him. I didn't quite curse him there, Serious Russian saying. You still shock me, Sean. I'm leading silver. Yes, I think that someone said in the silver chat the other day that it's fixed because Farfar leading the Silver Championship. Farfar's been very consistent this season, hasn't he? He's been pretty impressive actually. Farfar's on board with Brabant. Can Farf lead Brabant's way and potentially become the Silver Champion then, which would be absolutely incredible stuff if Farf can do it then. But Farf has been the most consistent out of all the drivers so far, albeit Delando possibly. Well, I can't really say it, can we? Because if Sparrows backwards is F1, it's Murray Walker used to say. Just watching a Brabant then coming up the Kemmel Straight then. Of course, Dylan did miss one race there because of the storm. I think it wasn't Storm Esmer or something like that. Up till they come now then on the 30. Otherwise, maybe Dylan might be leading the race. But of course, as I said, butts us for ashtrays. Farf is leading. That is the cold, hard facts of the moment. And Farf has done a really good job actually in the Silver Championship. I think the last 2 seasons Farf has done really well. Of course, I'm not going to say anything more than that because we all know about my track record. Good luck, Gold. Rocket Lee is saying as well then. Great to have you alongside us tonight, Rocket Lee, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. I hope you enjoyed your Sunday as well. I hope everyone did enjoy your Sunday. Actually, good to be re-singling out one person, absolutely shocking, and Brabant then just tackling this superb race circuit now. So this is the best track on the game for me. That's up there. This track, along with Suzuka, absolutely magical stuff indeed. I would say Silverstone as well, but I have the only problem I don't like about Silverstone is, and which you'll go all fire at me in the comments now, but I think the Silverstone is usually league racing terms. It's not been the most exciting race in the world. It's because of the one stoppage where you just hit around half distance there. Potentially, but yeah, Silverstone for me in league races has never been the most. Oh, Brabants take too much of the curve and has abandoned the time, come back into the garage there. Of course, one mistake then it costs you dearly, doesn't it? Percy's out on the circuit, Toy Corn go through the corner, no name it. Here's Nosey hoping to get to throw a tenner of his money in the chat as well. Great stuff indeed, by the way. Yes, we do have a new membership as well, which means that you can then use some stickers as well, which is actually fantastic stuff indeed there. Yes, it's great. Somebody there's really, really happy stuff. 14 seconds split time for Knowles. He doesn't see he's just powering his way onto the finish line. And I've missed the second McLaren, shockingly. Here is Sam Swift Ninja, then, of course, making a second reserve in 2 weeks. Sam Swift Ninja dominated Hungary, then, well, certainly controlled Hungary. We were pole position and a win as well. And look now, 41.8 there. A couple of tenths in front again of the rest of the pack. Then Knowles, then in the second AlphaTauri is one of 3 drivers yet to score so far in the championship. But 4 fastest for Knowles. And I think that Knowles' qualifying trim has certainly not been the problem now. And I've missed someone. Who have I missed? Toy Coin going 6 fast. Good performance last time from the Toy Coin in the qualifying session. Boxstall at the top of the hill. They come then whilst Percy is just coming down to Stavilo or Paul Frere. depending on where you are on the track then, which of course I meant to be on one part of the track, but unfortunately I've forgotten to, I just basically can't remember the names. Here comes Percy now, of course, the world champion there, car 88, Percy, an incredible performance there, was the second quickest driver in ALR history to win the championship then, or the second earliest driver to win the championship there. He goes second fast on a 42-1 then. Boxstyle, who's leading the championship at the moment there, Boxstyle has had a second position, he's had a third in the championship, has never won the championship, but I think he is the most winningest driver on the grid at the moment. Hang on, I've said a statement and I'm not actually sure if that's true or not. Hang on, let me get the old glass from it. He is indeed with 18 wins and compared to Percy's 15 and Troy's 13 and also 13 for German as well then. So yeah, Boxstyle is the most winningest driver on the grid then. Of course, also the most pole positions as well on the grid at the moment then. Boxstyle the final turn and yellow flags fluttering again then for a red pull up. And Boxstyle goes fastest and the first driver to go into the 46.6 and I think the first driver then on a on stable track conditions, I might add. To beat Sam Swift Ninja then. Who am I looking for now? I'm looking for just going back as it's my sister's birthday on Friday and she's hounded me. How do I block her? So goodness me, absolutely shocking game indeed. There we go. Of course, apparently it's her birthday week as well. But unfortunately, my week starts tomorrow, not tonight. So she's gonna have to wait. There we go. To be honest, I'm not very good with the old birthday gifts. I think I've got my older sister I've got my older sister a Stephen Seagull calendar. So a Seagull calendar. That is how bad my humour is at. Which I must admit, I would have loved to have that calendar if she didn't want it, but it's probably hanging up in her kitchen. Troy there going through Blodstrom as well, and up into the BoxBox gate. I don't know what I'm giggling for. I've known about it for ages, but it just tickles me. Troy coming into the bus stop now, and of course the Super Swede, the world champion of season, coming up to the grid hatches now. Across the line goes third fastest. Troy, of course, has had three podiums, one podium this season now, but Troy has been a bit behind the 8 ball, hasn't he? Troy has there. I just think that this season, on the F1 2023 game, he just hasn't got the pace that he used to have there, which I'm sure he's very happy for me to say that, isn't he? I'm sure that he's probably shaking his fist at me right now. But unfortunately, just unless it's just the couple of races that Troy has struggled at potentially, of course. So we'll find out. It's not over there. We've got 18 races in this World Championship. This is going to be an adventure of a lifetime, as Coldplay has sung, which is a cracking story. I've got a real soft spot for Coldplay. Equals going through the corner with no name and coming down the hill as well. Good luck on used tyres there, Sam Swift Ninja. Well, that's basically put me in my place, hasn't it, really? Sam Swift Ninja on a 41.8 on used tyres then, so he will be going about half a second quicker than at the very least then. So that is quite scary indeed for the rest of the field then to see what they can do or what they can muster up then. Equals in the second split time as well. Very close to being knocked out of qualifying one there. A second and a quarter up in the second split time there for Equals. And now then is a long blast then up into the bus stops again there. What is the time left on the clock? I do not know. It's as a Mercedes there doing a bit of grass cutting on the outside. I didn't see who it was. It might be Marky, who's just gone into second fast at the moment there. Marky and Troy, I think are a bit out of kilter for the rest of the grid there. They've just done their times in 2 minutes in this qualifying to go. Equals goes fifth fast and outlaps for the majority of the field. Still in the pits is Knowlesy, is Percy, Sam Swift, Marky and Boxstyle at the moment. Any chance of a 40 series restaurant saying there? I think that if Sam was on used tyres there, I think it's in the ballpark. I think that might be a bit of a stretch though. But never say never, because we certainly know how many times I've been wrong, don't we? No, Swift is retired from the session. Oh, that's well. We ain't going. I don't think unless Boxstyle or Marky has got something in their back pocket. I'm surprised we get a 40. Let's have a look at last season's pole position time. So I quickly go down our. It's a 41.2 as last season's pole position time, set by Troy then. So we're about 4/10 of a second off the moment, but that is due to the rain, of course, there. So I think we might beat that, at the moment. And of course, the all-time lap record around here in qualifying trim is, I think, is actually quite slow, because we've always had. It's a 41.6, which was set by Walker back in season 4. I think, and as because we've always had rain around here, haven't we? Then, yeah. So Walker was the all-time fast driver around here, of course. Back in, it seems to number 4. Wait. Saving his softs, I guess. And Mushroom is saying that. Of course, I don't even think that far ahead to be honest. When I video a race, luckily I don't need to anymore. Yeah, I don't need racing. I just have too many paddies. I rip out my hair all the time, and I decide to go and play Crash Bandicoot, which also glitches. I think I've installed the game now, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to complete that. In multiple then, just to come into the final couple of corners as well, that there's grey clouds coming overhead. We still got another qualifying session to go here. Is it going to be rain affecting qualifying 3? I certainly hope not. Of course, we've already heard Indigo mention it. It's going to be a bit of perspiration in the race itself, which I love. So I cannot wait for that. Then yellow flags and the Mortal's on pole position. The Mortal has been on pole position before. Of course, KD reckons there will be a high 40 in this one. Then, of course, we're 2/10 of a second away from last season's pole position time at the moment now. Goodness gracious me. Well, Immortal is certainly in the ballpark now. I'm looking for that second Mercedes. And who is the second Mercedes? There he is. And it's Liam Yates. Found half a second in the second split time now for Liam Yates. And out the final turn. Then checker flag is falling. Equus will retire for the session. And Liam Yates in the top 10 then. Good stuff indeed then. What about the McLaren and Brabbit? Brabbit's to the 13 in the second split time. Brabbit's through in the qualifying 3 as it stands there. There's some big hitters to come though in this qualifying session there. What about the Aston Martin of Mr. Raging Bull? We're on board with Mr. Raging Bull now. Going through a Blanchimont then Mr. Raging Bull is and coming up to the bus stop chicane now then. Dropping down and into a second gear then, about 50 miles an hour, then back on the loud pedal, not so loud pedal these days, and across the line then, and Mr. Raging Bull goes into 5th. That should settle the debate for some drivers. Cooper is out to the 11th position there, unfortunately. And Gurman has gone fastest in qualifying 2. Good stuff indeed. Tango over the line then. Tango's coming to the slowest of the time, and it's not anymore. He is through. Brabham's out of qualifying then. Percy's on the lap, then Knowles is on the lap. Toy Coin is on the lap as well. On board Toy Coin, he's the slowest of the time runner so far. Into the bus stop chicane, out of the bus stop chicane is Mickey Mouse guest these days then. Across the line, Toy Coin, second fastest. Incredible stuff then. What about the champion Percy? He's found half a second. Is that enough? Liam Mayer is out qualified. Equals out qualifying as well. Percy is through. It is Equals at Liam Mayer. Is Tango all Knowles coming through? He's going to have an Alpha Tari, but which one? It is going to be Tango. It is exactly the same time between the two Alpha Taris of 41.8 there. Incredible stuff indeed that we have matched last season's pole position time set by German. My goodness gracious me, then we could be in the 40s for pole position, you know. Wow, what an incredible qualifying session that was with the two Alpha Taris at exactly the same time. My golly gosh, I'm sure they did that in Spain, didn't they? Potentially. Always the bus stop, Cooper's saying that. I lobbied to get the bus stop changed, to be honest, back to how it used to be, and I have that pit. Also, mainly because on the old games as well, you used to shortcut the bus stop chicane before the penalties came in, which also means that you was much quicker than the AI. But who would do that? Certainly not me. Right then, Coop Pinhead is saying then, Equals at P10 and 11 then. Hot stuff indeed then. Tango has saved me a 10 of that, laugh out loud then. So Knowles, he certainly wasn't, I thought Knowles might have been, kind of sandbagging it, but look at that. But if he did, he knows how to sandbag by a fourth decimal number then after the 0, which is pretty impressive indeed. Then as I look at that, two Alpha Taris, I'm sure they was the exactly the same time they did in Spain as well. Was it a different team? I can't remember. Was it the Ferrari? Coop, Brabbit, Liam, Equals, and Knowles out qualifying there. As now we roll on into qualifying 3 then for the Spa Grand Prix. I wasn't nervous. Ted Tango was saying, as cool as a cucumber. I sent a bit of sarcasm in that comment there, Tango. Oh, goodness gracious me. We got quite a lot of viewers in here tonight. Fantastic 17. I've got to be a bit more professional now, haven't I? Which ain't going to happen, to be honest. Let's be honest about it. I've got to be professional at work, haven't I, then? Because when on the weekends, I am never professional. But let's get going then for the start of qualifying 3, shall we? So at the moment, Sam Swift Ninja, I think, is surely going to be favourite for potentially getting pole position there as Immortal flies out of the pit lane along with the Haas car of German as well. As Nosey was nervous and oof, close, haha, KD is saying that, as I think KD is getting prepped for the Super Bowl. Of course, I think is it the biggest sporting event in America? Or is that WrestleMania? Well, I'm going to say WrestleMania, obviously, because I'm a big old fan of really tall, muscly men, really grappling each other and all that kind of stuff. I love that. Don't try, Sean, just be you. Serious Mushroom was saying that is never a good thing, Serious Mushroom, especially with my, if anyone, especially my swear rate if you've ever, which Serious Mushroom unfortunately have the undistinctive knowledge or undistinctive pleasure of watching me try races. Right, so we've just got German now just coming out the corner with no name. Top 10 going for pole position, and for the Belgian Grand Prix Season 10 of ALR, Round 5 this one is. It is only the second time in ALR history that we have got a random calendar, of course, which is voted by the drivers as well, which is good stuff indeed then. Albeit, I would rather have gone down the classic calendar route then and given the drivers a season, and they voted on that season. So, of course, if you had 98, then you would start in Australia, then go to Brazil, and all that kind of stuff. If you did 2008 calendar, you would start off in Australia, then go to Bahrain. Nope. What was the second race? It was Malaysia, wasn't it? Unfortunately, not Malaysia, which is a crime in of itself. Goodness me, then. Nosey has the pink tyre in his name then, Katie is saying that. Of course, Nosey is got the Hypersoft on, which I would love to bring those tyres back. So Troy is the only driver not coming out of the picture. Troy, remember, I think I've set extra set of soft tyres along with Sam Swift Ninja as well. Let's go on board now. The former champion, German, of course, he is the man that ended Emerson's tirade on ALR, then when Emerson was the double world champion of season 4 and 5. And there is Troy out as well, so we've got all 10 competitors going for pole position, which is what we like to hear. But here is German as well. Over Radion and Eau Rouge said, I've got them the wrong way around. Up the Keble Straight as well. I remember this straight quite vividly then when Schumacher and Hill was going side by side. Then, of course, as Schumacher went wide over the grass, didn't he, in the 95 race. Well, remember, Schumacher came from 16th on the grid there, didn't he? Which is absolutely superb stuff indeed. Absolutely fantastic. That season for Schumacher, a lot would be made of Schumacher's been on years, of course, with the interesting car in '94, where some people did think that traction control and traction control was outlawed. Of course, in '95 as well, a lot went down to Ross Brawn and his strategical calls, but Schumacher had to do it nonetheless. And of course, potentially he may have had a much more better car than Johnny Herbert, who was his teammate in '95, but he still had to get it done anyway, and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Quells, hashtag ALR, of course, has started a super chat. Celebrate the first super chat then from Equal said, woohoo, fantastic, thank you very much. I need to read up on these terms. It's a bit like when we was doing Twitch all those years ago. I had no idea what the hype train or anything like that was. Which as you can tell, I always do my homework. Into the final couple of corners now, and we have got German coming up to the line now. We've got Red Bull going across the line as well, but it's going to be German currently fast on the 41.3. That we're in the facility of the 40s, and like Katie and Mushroom mentioned there. But that is the first time on the board that Boxtel, it is a multi, I should say, they cut across the line, and further 41.1 there. Goodness gracious me, we're touching the 40s now here in this one, as I'm being spammed emojis, and oh my word, Marky doing a 42.1 then for the Mercedes. See, what about Troy, who started us up then? So that nothing's going to count, obviously. Out of the final turn there for Tanga, going full fast as the Sosa time runners thus far. Swift is coming along in quite swift fashion as well into the bus stop then for Swift, and then as he tackles the bus stop chicane and accelerates away in the McLaren Mercedes, and it is a 42 then. So I'm not sure if that is that's not the premium time there for the Swift. What about the second Ferrari of Percy then? Nosey, I'll be super soft in 3 months with my ALR membership. Haha, gotta go ultra first then. Out of the final turn now for Percy. DRS on the money then. Percy is full fast, and I was expecting to be higher than that. I'm going to assume these drivers on the used tyres then. Mr. Raging Bull is next then. Troy Boxtal and Joy Coins on set time just yet. As it stands, a Mortal on pole position then. For Mortal's been on pole position 4 times in his career. I think then this will be a 5th if he can get pole position here today. Then it's certainly become a master in qualifying, isn't he? Along with his teammate Boxtel has 17 pole positions to his name. Then Mr. Raging Bull out of the final turn. Mr. Raging Bull goes 4/5 fastest at the moment now. What about the Toy Coin and Boxtel here? I said Boxtel into the 40s, not quite that, but it's a 41.4 so far, and that's a car going a bit, and Toy Coin going for second fast. He's on the front row of the grid here. And that's an Alpine now going up the circuit there. Troy sees him, then stays well out of his way there. And coming up into the final couple of turns now as well. Equals Goats then, as what Nosey said about the super chat then. Into the bus stop now then. KD is set then. The German Death has a 10th and a half on that lap then. Out of the final turn now for Troy across the line. Troy goes second fastest. Where's that time come from? The Super Swede. He is on the front row of the grid alongside Immortal at the moment there. So the first round laps up and done. Immortal pole position so far for the 5th time in his career. If he can stay there, Troy alongside him on row 1. If it finishes now, I'm sure Troy is going to be delighted with that result. Toy Coin in the superb third with German in 4th. We just heard in the comment section that German has something in his back pocket, like he works for Asda. 5th position is Boxtel. 6th is Markey with Percy 7th. Mr. Rage 8, Swift in 9th, and Tango in 10th position at the moment. There's not long to go in this qualifying session. 5 minutes to find out who is going to be on pole position for the Belgian Grand Prix. She's Pinhead is saying there. Toy Coin is still not showing his full F1 pace yet. Serious Mushroom is saying as well then, so there's still more to come from all 10 drivers, I believe there. Ooh, my word. Unfortunately, because it's a long circuit, then we're only going to have 2 runs, haven't we, there? Which, to be honest, 9 times out of 10, we do have 2 runs anyway. As just watching Troy then come back into the pits as well. Vintage gifting an ALR membership. Thank you very much, Vintage. Sloth was gifted a membership by Vintage. Yes, a virtual high five, Ben. Very good stuff indeed there. Pinhead, yes indeed. To be honest, if anyone remembers the old Asda, when they used to pat their back pocket, all that kind of stuff. My friend Dave actually went to do an interview a couple of years ago there, and apparently that was a part of the interview process where he had to do some role playing, and then he had to tap his back pocket as he left there, which is quite funny, I thought. But yeah, interesting stuff. But my interview did end very well, to be honest, because. I think I was doing an apprenticeship then, and I went to try and get a permanent job where I work now. But unfortunately, I had a sneezer fit. I headbutt the table, which was quite painful indeed. Then, and you can see the tears in my eyes. But of course, I played it off because I'm meant to be a tough guy. And all that kind of stuff, but I've got to say it was quite painful indeed. Then that's the problem when you're nervous, isn't it? Because you're like, when I'm nervous, all my other emotions and stuff kind of get shut down. So I don't really kind of understand what's going on and all that kind of stuff. A lot, basically my common sense all that goes absolutely out the window when I'm very nervous. That is why. Is that where you get your fleece from, Sean? No, it's not. But to be honest, I do look like a working ass. I haven't actually worn that fleece in a very long time, to be honest. Mainly because it's I can't afford to wash it. Sam Swift Ninja. We haven't seen his best era yet, have we? Then his ouch and it was ouch. And proud, a massive old lump out of that. Sam Swift Ninja is just going to the top of Lake Calm as well. I'd like to hear your favourite Belgian Grand Prix members of you, if you've got one, which I'm sure you have because it's the best race on the calendar. Of course, recent memories. I am struggling with recent Belgian Grand Prix. Of course, I think Leclerc winning Belgian 2019, the day after Anton Hubert lost his life, I think is certainly going to be a favourite memory for a lot of drivers there, isn't it? A lot of people, not really a favourite memory, maybe a bittersweet memory, I think is probably best to describe there, isn't it? 98 race was incredible, wasn't there? Of course, only 7 cars finished at Damon Hill won its 22nd and final race. Potentially, I think that the Schumachers were not too happy about that. Of course, Ralph potentially should have had 6 Grand Prix wins instead of 5 Barry, and they should have won that in 98. However, of course, Team Morrison playing Jordan were 1-2 at the time as well. Is that we just got German who's revving that engine quite hard there, isn't there? Goodness me, that's not going to. Luckily, he's in qualifying there, but the Mercedes is not going to be too happy with him for revving it like that. Goodness gracious me. Incredible stuff indeed. Then it's just now getting to get this qualifying session going. And of course, the other favourite Belgian Grand Prix 2000 race where Hakkinen and Schumacher went head to head, and of course that legendary overtake between when Hakkinen overtook Schumacher up the Kemmel Straight, then into Lake Combe, with Paul Ricciardo Zonta having nowhere to go. Then serious rush. Yeah, 98 was the best. Yeah, 98 was quality. I like 97 as well. 97 was pretty good there. Across the line there they come. Sam Swift Ninja about to start us up. Quite like 2005 as well. I don't know what, I have a really soft spot for 2005, and to be fair, that was the year where they weren't allowed to change tyres, but for some reason I have a really soft spot for 2005, of course apart from the United States Grand Prix, albeit in a weird way. I kind of was interested to just see the fallout really, of course, when Michelin brought their brought tyres that would only do about a couple laps there through that banked turn there, of course. Which Ralph Schumacher had a really bad accident there for 2 seasons in a row then. Here's Swift though. Sam Swift Ninja's not going to be concerned about Ralph Schumacher at the moment. He's just going to be concerned about getting a decent time on the board. I'd love to do a 42.6. I'd love to do a 46 if I was around here, but I'd love to do a 42.6. But Sam Swift Ninja, that is not what he's here for. He wants pole position, does he, for the second time in 2 races there. At the moment there is a qualifying record is 100%. 1 pole position, one qualifying, 1 pole position. Can it be 2 qualifying and 2 pole position there for Swift? Yeah, here he is though, into the final couple of turns as well then. Out to the 1.3 seconds. That's a much better time than that Mercedes is. Certainly during his tyres there with Markey. Oh my goodness gracious me. As Murray said, this is the worst start to a Grand Prix, to a great Grand Prix I have seen it in my whole life. It certainly was. It was a crazy one, wasn't it? So Sam Swift Ninja, whoa, is off of the back end, was about to step out there. Markey has missed the timing beam there, as unfortunately not going to, coming across the line. And Sam Swift Ninja, pole position, we are in the 40.8 there. Cannot be beaten by anyone else there. German is done a 41 flat there, so German is on the front row of the grid there. Full German there. What about that Mercedes coming across the line? Markey, of course, he missed the boat there, unfortunately. Sam Swift Ninja on pole position for the potential the second time in his in his career at the moment now. KDR, you didn't mean to put great to laugh out loud there. To be honest, I'm sure. To be honest, don't worry about that because that could have been a Murray Walker Murrayism as well. Into the final turn there for Tango then. Bus stop chicane out of it, then tickling the 50 mile an hour mark for Tango in the top 10. Then Alpha Tower is getting better and better, going so faster. And the lowest is going to be his 9th now. That's a good time indeed. Here comes the first of 2 Alpine cars and Alpine in box hours in the 40s, but it's starting up now. It's starting up. It's slowly Sam Swift Ninja pop. Oh my goodness, the immortal is currently gone a second fastest. Here comes Percy. He found some time, but it's only full fastest for Percy then. My goodness gracious me. Toy Coin has gone full fastest there. Mr. Raging Bull across the line goes 9 fastest. What about Troy? He's found a 10th of a second. That won't be enough to get him past Gurman and his teammate Percy here. I don't think he's going to get any higher. He's 5th fastest there for Troy. It is pole position number 2 there for Sam Swift Ninja. 2 pole positions in 2 races there for Sam Swift Ninja. Good, joyous day there for Sam Swift. Pole position by 7,100 seconds from Immortal and Boxtown. What an incredible time. And Toy Coin in the 40s as well. Mega, absolutely incredible stuff indeed. Then what a qualifying that was there, and that is, I think that's the fastest qualifying time in the ground effect era in Belgium. Fantastic stuff indeed there. But it is pole position number 2 for Sam Swift there. Brilliant stuff indeed, and that is McLaren's first pole position of the season as well. So great stuff indeed. As we are just going to go for a break then to do our quickless, shameless plugs. We'll be back very soon.
BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Welcome back, everyone. And whoever said it was raining has certainly duped me because it's not raining at all. It's beautiful sunshine here in the Ardennes Forest. I absolutely love it. And quickly get into the comments and show before we get going. Then. There's that 40. Wow, Pinhead. Wow, damn, bro. So close, Equad saying. What a qualifying that was. And Pinhead. Aye, that was all right qualifying, wasn't it? I thought you forgot to press the play button there, Sean. I did, to be honest. I was starting to drink my squash, and I was like, sugar, it's still the stream, still the stream on. Shocking stuff, indeed. Right then, so we are waiting for some players at the moment, then, which I was kind of glad for because it was loaded a bit too quick for me, and I thought that we was going to miss the start of formation lap there. However, this is a bit of a delay at the moment, so I'm going to keep an eye out to see what's going on from the race stewards room and all that kind of stuff. What's the race direction going to? Nope, it's all right. I'm just being too impatient now. Right, let's go through the grid, shall we, from front to back, from pole position there. Soft tires for Liam Yeh and Coupe. We have got a mixture of hard and medium tires up there. So it will be Indigo on the hard tires. Then Slop is on the medium tires. Then we got hard tires for Keza. Paul in qualifying for Keza. 17th is Cam there. Cam, I didn't mention Cam in the in qualifying, which is shocking stuff. But Cam, a major blow. Cam's usually been on pole position, pole set before, and has never not failed to finish a race there. So Cam is well out of position there. We have got Chappers in 16th position for Coupe on soft tires in 15th, Brabant on the hard tires, Liam Yeh on the soft tires in 13th, Equals in 12th position, 11th for Knowlesy, 10th position is Markey. Mr. Rage in 9th. 8th is Tango with German 7th. Percy in 6th position, all on hards. Troy in 5th on mediums. And Toy Coin on mediums as well. 4th is Boxtal. Immortal, great in qualifying at the moment. And on pole position for the second time in a row is, of course, Sam Swift Ninja. Them softs are a bad idea. Serious Mushroom saying, an evening, Calorie Racer. Hello, all race then. It's great to have you in for the journey tonight as well. Right then, so with this formation lap then underway, I love this over the camera shot. I wish you could pick it more often than not then. But Sam Swift Ninja, second time in a row that he's been on pole position. Remember, it's a completely different circuit to what we had last time out in Hungary, but he dominated that race. He's going to dominate again. The two Alpine cars then are certainly going to have a go down into turn one. I'm sure of it with Immortal and Boxtown. Toy Coin then in fourth position. Serious Russian said we haven't seen the full course of Toy Coin's position yet and the pace yet, have we? We have also got Indigo coming through the pack. Farkas saying that potentially, remember what he did in the 100% there on Wednesday night there. He was superb once in that AlphaTauri. Can he do something similar for Indigo? Can he get his second Grand Prix winning of his gold career? Sam Swift, Ninja, Immortal, Boxstyle, Toy Coin, Troy, Percy, German is all going to have something to say about that. Then out of the bus stop chicane and Sam Swift then currently on pole position then, so he is going to have a short run down into last horse, but then there's a long run up the Camel Straight up into last horse now. That is the most important part then. Yeah, Indigo for pole or crash then. One car DNF lap one. Farfis saying that very confidently as well. Farfis, of course, any of you Far fans, you will see him in action tomorrow night in silver. Of course, he is the silver championship leader, isn't he, Farfis? Which is incredible indeed. The championship leader there for gold at the moment is Boxstyle, a far cry from how he started the season last season there. But I think a superb season nonetheless there for Boxstyle. Boxstyle is certainly very much on the edge of his best performance. And lights out here in Spa, and away we go then. As I said, it's a short run down into last source there. Immortal then has had a bit of a difficult start there, and now on the inside goes Boxstyle. If the two Alpine start fights, then that's going to be perfect for Swift then to just really pull out into this. He's already got a decent gap then. Ferrari has outfit us. Troy up in the full finish already. They come through last source. German and Percy are fighting together and they go up into Lacombe straight now. It's the Camel straight then. And here comes some Immortal, but he's too far back, I think that. But the Ferrari start. Troy up the inside and he passes Box out. No, he doesn't then into Lacombe, but he's on the outside. The Box out just for giving him enough room, and he is through, and he's knocked Boxstar ever so slightly right, which means that Boxstar's down in full position. Percy's going this way and that way. Yellow flag in the background. One of the Aston Martins, Mr. Rage, has had issues. Boxstar's being forced off the road there by Toy Coin, and now Boxstar is really very much being boxed in. No pun intended there. Struggling there for Boxstar. A terrible start for the championship leader. Percy is championship rival currently so far is still behind him now. So you get take your wins or your losses there, but Boxstar currently down in 5th position. Markey now threw it up into 8th position now. He's up 2 positions. Equal's up 2 as well. Liam, yeah, up 2 positions. Knowles is down 1 position. Up 4. Sloppy's flown away quite incredibly well, hasn't he, off the grid? Mr. Rage didn't see what I'm doing at the top of the hill, but a major problem there for the Aston Martin drivers. Both have lost out in the early stage of this Grand Prix. What an incredible start there. Back at the front then, Sam Swift Ninja leads this at the moment there. Oh my gosh, I got to sit down. Oh my word, that. So as we come to complete lap 1 here, the bus stop there. At the moment, though, Immortal then as look at that. Troy is already a second back already. Whoa, that's damage. That is damage there to Aquas. He's lost the wing there. Sam Swift Ninja sends the pass on the race. Obviously, of course, he's the first one across the line. Then comes the Alpine, followed by the Ferrari, followed by the Red Bull. Then boxed down the 2 championship rivals, 5th and 6th at the moment. German in 7th position, potentially an outsider in the championship, but he's still there nonetheless. I know we're only on round 5 here, but goodness gracious me. Equals has got damage. We didn't see what he hit, or if he hit a car. I assume he hit a car there, because there's not really anywhere to hit. Major to hit there at the bus stop chicane there, and through then going up into the camera straight once again. Here comes Equals. He is very close to the back. That's a rubbish camera shot. Everything's going this way and that way. Liam parks right in the middle of the course there, up into Lake Kong, and he is still in that position there. What about Coop? He's all over the gearbox of Brabbit, who is in 13th for this. Then Coop is in 14th there. Wow, incredible stuff. Both Aston Martins are at the back of the field at the moment. What is going on? Nosey is 5th. That's the damage on the Williams car. Equals a Grand Prix winner one time in Canada last year, but Equals in major peril at the moment there. For goodness gracious me there, as we come down the hill into Puyol once again there. And my goodness me, thank you very much, Cam, there for £10. My gosh, thank you very much. I love it. Oh my gosh, and Cooper is almost up the circuit there. His teammate is holding up Brabham at the moment. And now we've got also Keza, who is also out position in the second Alfa Romeo, down in 15th position. Keza's got a lot of work to do. There's a car who's been off in the gravel there. Oh dear, then that's not ideal at all. They've got a bit of gravel on this old school circuit, haven't you? And Serious Russia, Equals got no choice. He's going to have to pit now, and there's Equals getting on the way. And now here comes that Coupe. Then he's now going to be alongside Brabham, going through on the outside of Blanchimont here. Not quite. Back into the gearbox of Brabham. Then is he going to go for a lunge at the bus stop chicane? It is quite awkward, isn't it? But he's going for it. He's having a look there. But Brabham, they're braking incredibly late. They all brake incredibly late. That's fantastic. Equals has stayed out. The Williams mechanics are not in the pits, and DRS has now been enabled. Lap 3 of this race. Some Swift Ninja leads out now with Mortal in 2nd position there. They got a second gap already over Troy. Troy will have no DRS. He could be a sit and duck up that Kemmel straight now. And Toy Coin in 4th position with Box down in 5th. Percy in 6th position, followed by German, Markey, Tora. Who's Tora? Tora Takagi. Goodness me, no, it's Tango in 9th position. 10th position is Liam, yeah, as well. Back over the ground, back over the hill once again there. Fantastic stuff indeed there. Serge Russian less than, my goodness gracious me, that Jordan Box now round at 26. And oh, I've missed something there. At the inside, Liam passes Tango, through he goes, and Tango's down 2 positions now. But Alpha Tauri currently last in the Constructors' Championship as well, which is not ideal, is it? For the final season, Alpha Tauri is going to be in ALR Formula 1, unfortunately, before they become the RB team, or V-Carb, depending on what you want to call them, to be honest. Maybe even Visa Cash Out, potentially. But whatever the case, maybe Tango down into 10th position now. They know with Knowlesy doing a good job there. The length of the one. There are the tyres selected there for all 20 drivers, and all 20 drivers are still circulating in the opening 3 races of this season. There is Indigo's opening 15th. Now remember, Indigo's on the hard tyres. In the opening 3 races of the season, 4 races of the season, 5 races of the season, we've only had 3 retirements so far. Absolutely incredible stuff indeed there. And I am perspirating quite viciously at the moment. Oh my word. So the gap is Troy is still in front of the moment, but now it's not ideal for Troy. Here's Percy, the world champion, and all over the gearbox now, Boxer, who's dropped back ever so slightly. Fans, I don't have fans. How many horrifics have we seen from Short during the race? Hopefully not too many then, because I'll probably only say horrific if there's something horrific that happens on circuit, but hopefully there's not too much horrificness that goes on here. The last source there. We have also got Serious Russia. Indigo is just lucky. I'm rubbish in 100%, and Serious Russia is saying as well. Farf also thanking Camero for that very generous £10. We really appreciate that then. And of course, that will now pay for my new ALR stocks. And as that toy coin is now down into third position. And Toy Coin's up in the third position. Troy down into full favour. Box Towel and Percy there very much keeping a watching brief. Equals is free. And look at that. Now we got Sloth and Indigo. It's incredible racing up and down the field. Then we're only on lap 4, I know. But my goodness me, it's been very impressive stuff indeed. Then look at the gap though. Equals' wing damage is really costing him. I think Equals is trying to probably go hang at the moment here. Trying to stay out to see if there is a safety car. But he's got no turn. He's got so much understeer that the end plates on these front wings on these cars is quite paramount for the pace, and he's got no pace at all. Look at the understeer. That is going just to ruin the tyres. The tyres are going to be just being destroyed then with the amount of turning he is putting there, turning angle he's putting in the car. That causes a major peril now, isn't it? And now Sloth and Chambers are circling like vultures here for that 60 position, which Equals is holding on to at the moment. What an incredible start into the Belgian Grand Prix, and Sam Swift Ninja is checked out of the DRS at the moment. Here comes Chambers, and Chambers almost onto the grass. Goodness me, he's touching grass as well as they fly past me. I'm touching cloth. It's getting very close indeed. Through Blogshable they come. Box down! He's off the circuit. Oh my gosh, Box has recovered. He's off the circuit. The championship leader down in top position. What has happened there? Liam Yair's down into top position. Tag over the full position there. Keza and Bravo have also swapped position as well. The championship leaders down the order. Equals is amid defeats and he's in the pitch, but the story on my mind is there's a problem for Box down. He's all over the gearbox and Coopman and Serious Russia. Equals needs to pit for and hope for a safety car. Equals as well out of it now. Mortals dropped down into third then, because look at that. Toy Coin is flying. He's having a second position. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my gosh, then, as incredible stuff indeed then. And now then, Toy Coin down in second, it's up in second position, Mortal third, Troy in fourth position, fifth is Percy, German is in sixth, Marky seventh, Tango in eighth, Liam Yen ninth on the soft tires, Knowles is all of the gearbox in 10th position about that. We need to know what happened there for Dory Boxstyle. Is Pinhead is horrific, Sean. It is horrific. It's absolutely, it's appalling, isn't it, for Boxstyle? Hopefully he can get himself back into this event then, but I do feel then if there's a mistake on this circle, or if you get involved in any shenanigans like Equals has, I think it is almost certain you're going to need a safety car to get yourself back into this one as well. That is a lot. I'm sure that's not much deployment left at all for Knowles then. Oh, and who's after? Liam Yair. I think he's running out of tyres, and Liam Yair has come back on the circuit in front of Keza. Mr. Raging Bull has got three warnings already, which means he's got a 3-second penalty for his troubles. Going through Blanchard once again then. Oh my goodness gracious me then, on board then with Keza going this way and that way then. Is he going to have a look then? No, not at the moment. It's Liam Yair going to come into the pits and he is indeed then. So the soft tyres had only lasted 4 laps then. That might be crucial later on in this one there. Oh my goodness gracious me, and going over the grid hatches once again. Also in the pits is Sloth as well. Very early pit stops, and can the hard tyres get to the end from here on in is my question on my mind. Along with whether I'm going to have a Greg's tomorrow. Going through, and look at this, German there is now starting to put some pressure on the two Ferraris as he is getting out from the slip thing there. So, and look, the two Ferraris are now swapping for this, and Troy has let his teammate Percy through. I can't believe that. 2 seasons ago, you certainly wouldn't have said that there's a two of ballet for the Drivers' Championship. But Troy then, of course, he was quite, I think that he has struggled, hasn't he, on this version of the Formula 1 game, hasn't he, on F1 2023. And he has let Percy through for the time being then. So on the medium tyres, maybe the hard tyres are starting to come into their own here. But Percy's been let through. Is Troy now going to start to play the team game in the Scuderia Ferrari and hold up German there? Because German is going to be quite quick at this stage stage of proceedings. Look in the background, there's Mark as well. We got the 2 Alpha Towers looking strong in 8th and 9th there. Nosey has passed Tango. Boxstar's trying to recover all the way down in 10th position at this moment in time then. On board once again then with German at 7/10 of a second. Toy Coin has got some almighty pace out there. He is absolutely a monster out there at the moment. Toy Coin is, and he is dragging along Immortal splendidly as well. Percy is about a second and a half behind Immortal. Immortal currently second at this moment in time. Lap 6 and 22 here. It's a longer lap then, as the laps do count down quite slowly in this one there. So you've got to just think about that as well. Slop is the second driver with penalties on board once again with Troy, who is all over the gearbox of Percy. And oh goodness me, and look in front of us here. Look in front of us here. That is Swift, followed by Toy Coin and Immortal. Percy is lost the 10th of a second on that final sector. Another bit of my tongue, it really hurts. Going through Raddy on this one and over the brow of the hill. That Sam Swift is going to really put on the push to pass all the system now, which is not for IndyCar. I've been watching IndyCar, haven't I, too much. I'm up the top of the hill. No, and Swift is still there. Then Troy is through, passes Percy. Slop is out of the race. I think he's pitted and quit. I think, or is there a problem in the pit lane? Maybe a problem in the pit lane. Troy is back in front of his teammate here. I'm wondering then if this is going to help or hinder the Ferraris. It looks like it's hindering them at the moment. They've lost another second there. Slop out of the Grand Prix, the former Grand Prix winner. Unfortunately, he is done in this one. And that is a shame for himself from the Red Bull team now. Through the corner with no name, then Box down all over the gearbox of Tango as well. As Tango and Box are both on similar strategies at this moment in time. Drivers that have pitted then has Liam, Cam's got a 3-second penalty. He went down in 15th moment for Cam there. Struggling on his debut there for the Aston Martin team. We have got Liam on new medium tyres and then across on the new hard tyres. Get those words out, Meek. My goodness me. Yellow flag then, and it's the Aston Martin of Cam, who's had a cropper and unfortunately right the way down in 17th position now as well. Oh dear, that is just back on board now. Look at this Boxer on the outside of Blunchable. Incredible! Has he done it? Oh my gosh, yes! Yes, he passes Nosey, moves up into, he passes Tango, moves up into 9th position, and away he goes then, up back to Stafford S, maneuver there for Boxer, through and up into 9th position there. What can Tango do then? Can Tango come back at him there? Because look at that red light is harvesting then, and my goodness me, because now Boxer's not going to have any DRS then, or he will, he's floating on that DRS detection that time there. Oh my word then, anyway, we're going to have to go back to this battle here because look, they said German now is very close to the back of Percy, but Percy is quite close to the back of those teammate then, and once again the Ferraris allowing each other through. They've lost another 0.2 of a second there, haven't they? The problem is though, you're in DRS quite a lot of time on this lap. Tango is through, or is he? Because Boxer's trying to go for a contact there between the two cars. I know, and my goodness me, wow, incredible! Oh my word, there's more banging wheels there, and now we've got the Keza involved as well. Boxer on the inside, he's going to run the car out wide. No, he doesn't. There is Tango backs off, and great racing, and getting a bit cozy as well between the two cars as well. But Boxed out, back up into 9th position. He now needs to get out that DRS range. Then he is going to have a qualifying lap, isn't he? But unfortunately, he's harvesting again there, isn't he? Which is going to cost him a lot of performance in the Alpine car. And we've got Coop still out there on the soft tyres. Great stuff indeed there for Coop. Hang on, let me catch up with the comments, shall we? Word. Oh gosh. Only on laughing. I very much said I don't need to go to Jim. Well, it's good to watch out there. Fantastic. See, I'm not going to lie. I love to do these super chats, even with YouTubers that do it, but I don't have the bank account. It's difficult. I'll do it if I can help. But do not worry about that movement. It is of course, it's don't worry about that movement. We're not going to hold a grudge or anything. Nothing like that at all. It's just nice if you can. But we are more than happy to have you along for the journey. Oh gosh. Along for the journey of the Belgian Grand Prix, of course. So do not worry about that. Then, of course, don't have to if you don't want to. Just hit the like button, moving. That's exactly it, Sarah Special. I hope everyone's well, though. Sauce was never the way for this track. Even I know that laugh out loud. Sauce was bad. Serious Mushroom was saying that. Now German trying to get past Troy. Troy this time around is not close enough to get past his teammate. and German's not close enough to get past the Ferrari either then, which I'm surprised by because he's about 3 tenths a second away. But at the moment, it's all status quo going through Le Con for the first time. In a couple of laps, then we've got Cam now in 15th position with Chappers in 16th, and Liam is the highest runner who's pitted so far. No one else has pitted just yet, with Sam Swift Ninja now out of DRS range and is just enjoyed himself here. And of course, why won't you enjoy yourself around Spa? It's one of the best circuits there. Of course, I'd like to subscribe, even for newer viewers. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and of course, yes, keep it going, guys. And yes, all that kind of stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Big old thumbs up as well. See that much? I'd say the hards to the mediums, or mediums, and then the safety car to go on hards, then mediums at the end. So we'll be the quicker way. Don't be fooled. Sean Troy is injected in his crash helmet there. Serious Bush was saying, and to be honest, I do think Troy will be, because he's a competitor, isn't he? He is not going to like to defer to Percy. Of course, there is no team. I doubt there's team orders. Yellow flag, Mr. Raiden falls out to the race, and it's a safety car, and both Ferraris are pitted then, and Troy, look at that then, and that is perfect there for Percy. And I was saying that there's no team orders at the Ferrari at this, but now then, it's a half. This is perfect for the medium tires. This is going to hurt Troy, because look, the Ferrari cars are being tuned up here. Oh, that's almost an unsafe release there for Percy. Where is Troy going to be in all this fracas? There he goes then. He has lost a couple of positions there, hasn't he? In comes Keza then. Keza in the pit, starting on the medium. Hard tires going to the mediums now for car 30. Out of the pits then. Is anyone going to... No, Liam has stayed out there. So look at the time that Liam is going to... Troy's on soft tires here. He is behind Nosey, so he's lost about 3 positions. 2 or 3 positions there, queuing up there. Box down in 9th position there. 10th is Liam, Keza, Coupe, Tango, followed by Brabant, and... Indigo, that's a nightmare for Tango as well, down into 13th position there. We got that'll bring Cam back into this race with Chappers into the pits. Comes Equals as well. Lovely shot from the Williams gang here. And now onto the medium tires then. So drivers who aren't pitted yet is Sam Swift, Ninja, Toy Cohen, and Morso and German. They missed the pits when the safety car came out. I don't think they're going to lose position. There's 13 seconds between Percy and German. I don't think that's going to be a problem there, is there? I think they should stay out there. I don't think they should stay out. I think they'll stay in front, I should say. But Geordie got a tap, has gotten a tap there from Percy. Katie has said, oh dear, is that what happened then between the 2 championship rivals? Goodness gracious me, that looks like everyone has gotten used to sliding the new update caused the issues with. Sun is not too bad. That's why I tested no TC and mediums last night. Serious Mushroom is saying that. Well, I can't do neither. So without the new update, it's very dangerous to have to six up with that mediums and no traction. Camera is saying that. Of course, medium traction now and no traction. TC means no traction. Medium means kind of traction control. It's all that kind of stuff. Lost weight on your finger then, Serious Russia saying, goodness me, you can go down a very bad rabbit hole there, Serious Russia, so let's keep it clean. Into the pits comes Sam Swift Ninja. And now that the race leader is into the pits, Toy Coyne into the pits, while the Red Bull mechanics, well drilled then in this kind of procedure set. That's House of German in the pits as well. Sam Swift kind of in the pits now. The Ferrari, there's a short pit lane, this one is there. So they should get out in front because they're all having to adhere to the safety car Delta line. And there's the Ferrari coming through now, but I think that they should be fine. They're going to shortcut the first corner. There they come out of the pits now. Percy, it's going to be in front of German. Yes, German's them. Oh no, they were still there. But they're still in the same position, actually. Thank goodness. Wow, incredible stuff. Troy on soft tires. Cam in the pits now. So Cam is back into the pits for the Aston Martin team. The only Aston Martin car left in this race is going to be medium tires then for Cam. I presume it will be. There are the medium tires, right? And Troy, the only driver going on softs here, rolling the dice there for the former world champion there. Cam out of the pits now on the medium tires. And Chappers is on one lap out hard tires. Safety cars out. Sam Swift leads, is now on the medium tires with Toy Coyne and Mould. So that's a nightmare for anyone who was running the medium tires on the opening stint, because now they've got the hard tires, which should at least get them to the end of the race, but they're not going to have as much pace there as Sam Swift Ninja, who looked pretty formidable even on those hard tires there. My fingers, oh gosh, they're doing this. Just commented on his fingers. Do I need some water? Sure. Don't worry, Pinhead. I've got some squash here, and I think it is the apple and blackcurrant version there by Robinson, which is all good. Indeed, there mainly because I like to give it some pennies for you. Needed that Equal saying, and Troy won't be happy then. Save some people that did move and saying, oh Troy, what have you done then? It's okay, got fresh softs. It's okay, fresh softs for 11 laps. Camero said Troy will pit again for medium. Barber said, no chance, Camero. We will see that. As we've also got, it's what Sean calls him. Do I call him Camera? Goodness me. I always would say Camero. Good choice that Pinhead to say that. I do. When I said summer fruits, I got booed out of the office the other day, so I never said that. I do like summer fruits, but I think apple and blackcurrant is my favourite. But summer fruits are too bad, but apparently. Save the cars in the end of this off. Enough about the summer fruits then. Save the cars in half distance here in the Belgium Grand Prix. Troy's going to be quicker than a hiccup now in this safety car restart. It's the safety car restart, not to last source. Turn 1 is going to be the drag through Eau Rouge, through Radion, up the Camel Straight into Lake Com. That is what we're going to be looking at now. All the drivers are going to be punching holes, and there's no DRS then for the first 2 laps then. It'll be operating on the 3rd lap, unlike the real world Formula 1 where it'll be operating on the 2nd lap now, apparently. That's what I read on the old Twitter sphere then. Right, then we're going to be going racing just a different. Safety cars in. Bert Mylander's had enough, and Sam Swift has gone in the bus stop. Here we go then. Lap 12 of the Belgian Grand Prix. 2 retirements and 18 cars remain. All on mediums or hard tyres, apart from Troy, who's on soft tyres. It's going to be quick then. Last source, and here he comes. Sam Swift, perfect. Leads with Toy Co's explanation there. On the inside, and Nolsey's having issues there. And look at that, Boxall on the outside, passes the AlphaTauri already, cuts across, and Boxall's got a lot of work to do now after his potential incident there with a person. However, we cannot say anything more about that because we did not see it on stream yet. Then how bad was it? We do not know. Going up into Lake Commons, Kez again past Liam, no position change at the moment there. So it's Toy Cohen followed by Immortal. Percy's on the quicker tyre now. We got goodness me, we got 3 abreast, 4 abreast, and Liam jumping down the order. That's contact between the 2 Williams and the Williams, and there's a face of action there as Liam has gone into the side of the Williams of Cooper, and unfortunately both drivers have lost a lot of place there. Liam is on the old medium tyres as well. I wonder if that hurts in terms of his braking point. Now that is not good at all. Sam has won this back there. Serious Marshall was saying that he's got a 2-second advantage already with Immortal all over the back, and Toy Gordon struggling to fire up his tyres by the looks of things. Troy on the inside, very aggressive there from the Super Swede, but he is through, passes the Mercedes driver, moves up into second position. Boxall needs to follow him through. Especially if Percy starting to become a factor in that podium battle now that he is now on the medium tyres. Cooper's past Liam is touring at the moment to the back of the field, unfortunately. Whoa, my goodness me! What an overtake there! Through he goes and up into 7th position. What an incredible overtake that was! Wow. That was daring, that was bold, that was brilliant there. Fantastic. Swift is set another fast up in the race there. Lap 13 of the Belgian Grand Prix. And there's Toy Coin, Immortal, Percy, German, Troy, Boxtown. That is how many positions. You can see his target right in front of us there. Immortal is having a look, I think. No, this is the fly now. Immortal is now starting to go for attack to the fence side because look, Percy's going for it. There ain't even DRS headed. He's all over the back now. The Alpine driver. Goodness gracious me. Percy's going this way and that way. I think that's down, and he's going to have the straight out of the Camel Straight. He's through. He passes the Alpine and up into third position. Cuts across the Alpine, and through he goes into third position there. Looking very dodgy. That wasn't going to the hill there. I was starting having to draw breath there, so I thought it was going to get very perilous. And German slamming through. Contact there, and Immortal's not going to be too proud about that then. German trying to follow Percy through here, and unfortunately he's made contact with Immortal. There might have been a door jar there, but nothing more, I don't think. Oh goodness me, but German is still in DRS there, but I think the 2 drivers might be in a bit of grief, of Coop and of course of German on Immortal as well there. But nonetheless, then we're going to continue on as well. Of course, continue on and fight in the steerage, we might say. Percy all over the back of Toy Coin. The gap is 3 seconds after just 2 free laps then. Sam Swift is a second quicker than anyone else on the circuit at the moment. He is absolutely flying up there. Risky Mark, he just got frightened out of his life. That frightened me as well, to be honest. my goodness me. And Keza is through past Marky, and once again on a similar part of the circuit there, Marky struggling for a straight line there. I'm now into the bus stop. There's Gurman there. You can see him just under the classification tower, out to the bus stop. Once again, the DRS has now been enabled, and so this is where the fun is really going to begin. Look at this crocodile here. Boxtal is in 7th position. He's a second in front of Keza now. Keza's made his way back up to 8th position. They're going deep into last source there. And when if they just outbreak themselves then, and Immortal also looking very intrigued as well. There's Troy on the soft tyres there. I wonder if Troy is gambling on the safety car later on in this race, but the moment he's only made up a positional 2 there. It's not been too great there, has it? And here they come then, and look at this, and now it's going to be Slipstream, then Toy Coin there, it's got no DRS there, and now Gurman is through, now he's got to have a look there, no he doesn't, he's got to get past there, and he has got past Toy Coin, but Toy Coin is back on the inside. Gurman's going to have the inside then for the next corner. He is through, Toy Coin is off the circuit, now Troy has also got past the motor, it's also now past the second for the Red Bull driver as well, and up into 5th position they go. Wow, incredible stuff indeed that Sam is very fast. Camero is saying that, well, he is very fast indeed at the moment, but now with Percy is now back up into 2nd position. Boxhouse got past them all, and one of that was a bit of strategical calls, and in the Alpine team that Boxhouse up in 6th position. Percy is now really eating it on onto the lead of the championship. The gap at the moment going into this race is just under 21 points. Well, it's under 21 points now, just under a race win. And this will be more points to taken out of the accounts there of Boxhouse, because of course in the last 2 races, Percy has been eaten into the lead of Boxhouse World Championship after Boxstars, but in the opening 3 races been on the podium, opening 4 races been on the podium. He's got to fight for that podium here tonight there, whilst Percy has made it up to the podium already. That is now 2.2 seconds back there. Can he catch and pass Sam Swift? Has he got the pace in that Ferrari? Oh my word. And the German there who's trying to gout Troy at the moment there, whilst Percy is stuck behind at Toy Coin. Toy Coin unfortunately both on the slower tyres at the moment. Will the hard tyres become the preferred race tyre later on in this race? Remains to be seen now. As we fly through that. Did Camero start for that? As Camero said, he was very, very fast. He is very fast, isn't he? And as we go out the Keppel String once again, on board now with Boxstar, but I think it's going to be Toy Coin who's going past Troy, and he's up the inside. He's through. No. And Troy is still ahead. That is goodness. He's on the inside. He's gone past. Troy hasn't got the pace. And here comes Boxtel. What an incredible manoeuvre. Boxtel, we've had some incredible overtakes tonight. And I think that is one of the lot of them. Fantastic there from Boxtel. What an overtaking. He's up to 4. That is crucial in this one, isn't it? Absolutely incredible racing there. And Keza having a look on the inside of Immortal there. What an incredible race has been in lap 15 out of 22 here. Is he going to have a look on the inside? Keza, not quite great drive from Keza here. Of course, driver of the day Paul will be out in the next couple of laps or so. Parker's been keeping his BDI on who's been doing well and who hasn't there. Of course, if it's me or Smithy doing it, then of course it'd be Wash Ballard, the driver of the day voted. Serious Mushroom knows all too well, doesn't he there? Oh, goodness me. To be fair, I thought I made some really good choices on Wednesday. I was very proud of myself with driving the day on Wednesday. Because it's quite difficult indeed. Here to Mortor, through and up into 11th position, getting past Tango. The Alpha Tower is starting to fade here. Nolsey is now going to have to really fight off the Charging Indigo, who started from the back of the race. Up into 11th position there in the Haas car. Indigo is there. I was expecting to be a bit further up than this. Troy's tires is going to fall off now. As into the pits comes Tango. Only 5 laps on the on the medium tires. That is not a part of the script, is it? That is disappointing indeed. Boxstar is out of DRS range. Toy Coin is in DRS range. And Boxstar's incredible overtake last lap may come to nothing at this stage. Actually, look at that harvest he's doing. Toy Coin is going to be like, it's going to be quite easy, this is, believe it or not, of overtaking Boxstar. He is through. And who's that cutting across there? I think that is Immortal trying to get past Troy at the moment there. Troy being towed along, isn't he, in front by Boxstar and Toy Coin. There's German in first position at the moment there, as I think the strategy has gone German's way for once. Sam Swift has found a second over Percy in the last couple of laps, whilst I've been waffling on in this midfield madness, which has been fantastic to watch. Mark in a superb 9th position as well. Nolsey in 10th position there, but I think that Nolsey is going to be on the sinking feeling with the medium shot. Indigo, Brabbit and Cam all behind him. Look at these cars, look at this battle, look at this train. Incredible racing indeed. Wow. Coop getting a 3-second penalty. That is 3 drivers of penalties. Unfortunately, I think Mr. Rage was the other one, but out of this Grand Prix. 2 retirements in this one. Mr. Rage and Sloth both out of this Grand Prix at the moment. Tango's got 3-second penalties as well. That could cost him in his attempt there to really set some qualifying laps in this final stage of this race. Keza, look at this. And Keza now looking all of the gearbox of Immortal. Immortal's looking all of the gearbox of Troy as well. Troy is doing some harvesting then, going into the bus stop. Immortal having a look then. Keza having a look as well. Goodness me. And gosh, it's getting very, very close in this one. It's coming across the line. Keza now alongside. We don't see overtakes into Lassos. Whoa! That is incredible! On the outside, passes it. That is amazing! Oh, and also a little love tap as well as he gets past Keza on the outside. Coop out of the race there, and it's on the bus stop. No, it's in the pits, I apologise. It's in the pits there for Coop. Out of the race there. Marky all over the gearbox of Immortal. Then Immortal was left wrong-footed now by Keza. And now Immortal is got those dark clouds in front of us into Lake Calm. Yellow flags for the Williams out of the race. And Cooper's at the session now. Slight contact there. Marky being pushed off there ever so slightly. And there's Nosey now. He's loving the fact that these guys have been battling because he is now well within the DRS range. Immortal 8 tenths of a second back in the world there. Troy is starting to really struggle at this stage of the season. So goodness gracious me. I'll be good at the end then. No, not Becca. Got a lovely warm shower. Having to felt fresh. On your feel fresh on the page then moving to say that. As well as listen to the race. Of course. Good stuff indeed there. Moving on, I'm going to have a shower for this one as well because I am a sweaty Betty now. Oh my word. Gosh. Alright, 4 seconds to gap is in front there. Sam Swift needs to go for a second Grand Prix. Second lights the flag victory again there for Sam Swift from pole position to checker flag. 2 for 2 for Swift, isn't he? He seems to be a cut above the rest of the drivers at the moment now. And I'm so saturated with sweat that my headset's almost falling off. I'm going to get some blue tack in a minute. Percy, who's almost 2 seconds in front of Kerbo. Toy Croix, who's out of DRS range of Boxdown out. Now that is music to Boxdown's ears. Absolutely beautiful stuff indeed there for Boxdown. Not so good for Toy Croix. Well, he's got DRS there, hasn't he? So I'm just telling Porky's at the moment. Will he have DRS going up the Kemble Straight is what my question would be then. No one likes a sweaty Betty, Sean. No, they certainly don't. And that's why I'm going to have a shower. And goodness gracious me, if I step outside now, I'll probably kill any flowers in my garden. But luckily I don't have them now. Rouge through Rally on as well. I love that shot then as Toy Corner peers over the brow. Then he will have DRS again, will he? No, he won't. Now this is an opportunity for Boxdown, but he's not close enough, is he? But Marky's close enough because look, Nosey is through as well. Over 2 tempted 9 finish goes Nosey now. And unfortunately, Immortal is dropping back then. He is so quick in the race in qualifying Immortals, but in race trim he does see the drop back ever so slightly, doesn't he? And he's struggling now on those hard tyres. Those hard tyres may come back and be the better race tyre in a couple of laps. We've only got 4 to go in this one. Boxdown, Toy Coin, and Keza for driver of the day. Get your votes in now. Viewers and viewees, because it's going to be the one driver very happy about drivers, don't they? Socks have died, as Farfus said that. We've also got who deserves my vote. Any suggestions? I don't know where everyone started then. To be honest, it's not also about where it starts, but it's about where you finish. Farfus said all 3 of them. I don't think both of them. I have tried. Sometimes it's very difficult to choose in there. But at the moment, then I don't really know. I don't really know who probably deserves it. To be fair, let's take a look at the position. Kez up 11 position. He's coming from the back of the field almost. The outside goes Boxdown potentially as well for trying to fight his way back through the field after having a mishap in the bus stop. We do not know if that was a collision or if a mistake from Boxdown, but nonetheless he is back up in the 5th position there. But this is a lot of points. This is points lost so in the championship for Boxdown, and the first time this season that Boxdown is not going to be on the podium, but there's still 3 laps to go. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and I really appreciate it. We've got a lot of viewers here tonight. Oh my gosh, is it Webber and Alonso, is it? Oh my word, that Immortal and Indigo was going to recreate their Alonso and Webber, and Boxdown's through, passes the Red Bull and moves up into 4th position. Now Boxdown needs to race away, and what is this battle here? Whoa, and Indigo had an instant earlier on there, and I'm wondering then if we just caught the other. He's come back onto the pit for rallying across there. Has Immortal got her on foot there by the battling cars in front of us? Or was there a move too far and a move under the brake in there for the drivers in front there? We do not know. As of course, I always point the fingers and they're usually wrong there, and that's how cheers Farfar can't vote for free. I've gone Keza. I went Toy Coin solid. Box that overtake. I think Farfar said that. You can't vote. You can't vote too if you watch on 2 devices like me. Serious Mushroom said. Ah, now I know mushrooms. Now I know why mushroom gets so many votes. Of course, I'm joking. But I also know why Farfar probably gets more votes. But he probably wants some free. Right, so just coming through a Blanchable. Once again, Cam's got a 3-second penalty. I'm not a David to remember from Cam, is it? Unfortunately, Rabbit potentially could be on in the points here. Rabbit has been very low key tonight, hasn't he? But the silver champion could potentially get some decent points here, which would be, I think, would be very welcome for himself and the McLaren, albeit the other McLaren has been basically out in front for most of the time then. Goodness gracious me. Well, in you go then, and you can't do it on the PS4 YouTube there. Oh, how didn't he get a pen for that? How the hell did he get a pen for that? Was a hell of a corner cut, Farfar saying, and so Farfar's not a happy chappy with the race steward in there, and I think that he will probably throw a strongly worded email into Cold Masters there, and Boxtown is back up in the third. He's been like a freight train the last couple of laps, and unbeknownst to me, Boxtown is up in new third position there. He's finished third the last 2 races, and the last 2 races around. This could be a hat trick. One incredible drive from Boxtown. Gurman down into 4th, and but he's going to be beat up in the green with that. What a performance there from Boxtown. Nosey is in 9th finish there. Marky's got past the 2 former teammates there. Nosey's gone very wide there, and that has allowed Immortal through. And now Brabbit and also Indigo is now after Nosey's spot here. This is an important bus as well. AlphaTauri have only got 1 point so far in the Constructors' Championship. It's been a nightmare start for AlphaTauri, unfortunately. As far as my enemy on Drive Today, but he has Smithy. So indeed, that is. Jaws, I don't think Smithy has ever voted. I think Smithy's only ever voted for Farf once or twice, to be fair, because Smithy's quite a brutal man when it comes to Drive Today. You really have to earn his vote, don't you? But sadly, Farf has only ever earned Smithy's vote once or twice, I believe. Keza on board Keza now, up in 5th position. I think that Keza, I'm not going to say who deserves Drive Today because I'm meant to be neutral, albeit, let's be honest about it, I'm not neutral at all, am I? I get very impressed easily. Indigo into the pits then. I think Indigo is going to be absolutely furious with what happened on the Kemmel Straight then. We only saw the end of that. Boxstar is going to have to get the fences now. Lap 21, we're on the 2nd to last, and Indigo out of the race there. The retirements we've had tonight has actually been more in this race than they have in the entire season of ALR Gold this season, unfortunately. And Indigo is going to be furious, I think. Then we did not see what happened, and here comes Keza. There goes Keza through and up into 5th position. German is close, but not close enough for Boxstar to get past Boxstar. There they are, and I think that German will have one more chance. And what's Boxstar got? Has he got any tires left in the middle sector to really put the hammer down? Then he's really got to put the hammer down to keep this third position, which means that he will only lose 3 points in the World Championship, which means that it'll be down to 18 points in the driver standards between Boxall and Percy. But that's the problem. If you have one non-scoring event, it takes you 3 or 4 races to get yourself back in it. But Percy is certainly doing that along there. But Sam Swift has been incredible, actually, from start to finish. We haven't seen much of Sam Swift, have we? I'm just overperforming this season much. Top 5 final lap then. No, I'm not overperforming, lad. Just back to where you should be. Serious Mushroom is saying that. So very nice words in the comment section. Very good something. Also, I appreciate all the everyone that's been coming in and watching. Very good stuff indeed. I must admit there, I've been a bit stage frightened with the amount of people that watched. I really appreciate indeed that. I'm glad I'm not the Ghost Cat there. Serious Mushroom saying that. Goodness gracious me. Of course, we do not endorse that kind of beer. Albeit cats don't like me and usually try kicking me or biting me or something like that. Yes, so luckily I've never heard of my sister did, and every time I was with the cat, it kept bringing me birds. It was not very lively anymore. which was not very good indeed. And yes, so let's just say I screamed quite high pitched as well. Oh my gosh! And now German's got a chance. Here he goes, and through they go through Radio once again, and there's Kez on the background. I think it's one lap too short for Kez. Here comes German. BoxBox going to defend it, but that's just a car's whip. And German back him in the third, passes Boxtel, and Boxtel is losing another 3 points there to Percy. Mortal is defended superbly well. Brabant on the final lap has passed Nosey. Heartbreak for Nosey as Brabant is Nosey's got a 3-second penalty, so unfortunately that battle is done and dusted there for Nosey. Brabant now into 10th position there. A hard fought couple of points there for Brabant. Sam Swift going for his second race win of his career in ALR and second race win in a row as well. Fantastic stuff indeed there. Awesome job as always, Sean. Thank you very much, Serious Russian. I absolutely appreciate your kind comments there. Oh, my word. And we're going to finish before 9 o'clock as well. Fantastic stuff indeed. Right, some good stuff there. Lap 22 out of 22 then. And what a performance for Sam Swift Ninja. His second race win on the trot. His second pole position in a row. Lights to flag. This man is dominated. Well, it's not quite lights to flag, isn't it? He did lose the lead. The safety car, but what an incredible performance out of the bus stop into the final couple of corners and takes a second win in a row for Sam Swift Ninja. And look at this, there's Boxtel, and Boxtel fighting there, but it's not going enough, and Boxtel will lose out this position here. German third, Boxtel just keeps full position. Troy has got a 5-second penalty for cutting the chicane, and I think he's run out of fuel. Troy is going to get no points in this one. Horror show for Troy then. And goodness me, that is difficult pill to swallow for Troy. Then the soft tires and 13 laps then. I think Troy might have been goal hanging there. Whoa, what an incredible race that was. But Sam Swift Ninja may not have known the battles going on behind him. 6,100 second between Boxtel and Keza. Boxtel first race this season where he's not on the podium. Equos gets that bonus point as well, as Cam has had a nightmare debut there, and Liam, who's also had a nightmare race as well. Difficult season so far for Liam, 4 retirements, the most retirements of the season, and if you add all the retirements from the first 4 races, you actually get more retirements in this race alone now. But Sam Swift Ninja, race win number 2, fantastic stuff indeed there. Jordy will get German back, and Sam smashed it, Barker saying, and Sam scary parts, and GG Pinhead is saying, well done, Gold, awesome there, Barker saying GG. Troy taking soft 13, that was decent there. Driver of the day, 42% for Kaz and Boxer. Toy coin at 17% at this moment in time. Sam Swift can certainly see us, and very good stuff indeed. And there he goes, shaking the dignitary's hands there as I lost the trophy for the second race in a row. McLaren are going to be loving this, and they haven't won a race so far this season as far as I'm aware. They're now spraying the bubbly then, of course, McLaren, 2-time constructors champions, I believe. No, they aren't. I think they're not, are they? Oh, my word. Let's take a full look at the classification, shall we, from the Belgian Grand Prix. And I think the chaos is all behind the front runners, wasn't it? But let's take a look there. Sam Swift Ninja, 2 for 2, then pole position and the race win there. Percy from 6th to 2nd. German gets our final podium for the first time this season. Boxtel is not on the podium. Keza in 5th from 18th, but terrible qualified. Great race though. Toy Coin in 6th position there. 7th was a Mortal. Once again lost race pace, unfortunately. Marky, great drive in 8th position with Bravo getting points. And Nosey also salvaged the points as well. Troy dropping down the order after 13 laps of the soft tyres. Tango in 12th. Chappers, Cam 13th and 14th. Eggwalls in 15th. Liam, fastest lap in 16th position there. The retirement was Indigo, Coop, Mr. Rage and Red Slop out of this race here in Belgium then. And I've been joined in the gantry now by 2 drivers then of Percy then. And Percy, a great drive to 2nd today. And but by the time we got to 2nd though, the Sam Swift was kind of gone then. So did you feel that was the race win gone by the time we got up to 2nd?
Yeah, I wasn't really concerned about him. You saw his pace last week. He was way quicker than pretty much the entire grid, which is absolutely beyond me because this grid we've got is a wild grid. But yeah, I mean, this podium's completely undeserved from my side. gone a bit too deep into the bus stop chicane and tapped Boxer around. So I'm going to put my hands up and say this podium's completely not mine. So I'll do the interview, but yeah, I'm fully expecting to get a penalty.
We was kind of umming and ahhing about that because I was off talking about something else then. Unfortunately, then incident between you and Boxtel. You and Boxtel have had history then, but I think more often than not, though, you have been clean for most of the season and last season as well. Then, do you think this might cause a bit of friction between yourselves?
No, I don't think it will. I think it was just more of because obviously we were all boxed up next to each other and going into the bus stop. Obviously, heavy braking zone. I've just braked that tad bit too late, and yeah, like I said, clipped the back of Boxtel, and unfortunately, it's sent him into a spin. I mean, fair play to him getting back up to P4. Hopefully, he will be promoted to P3 because I think I will be penalised. But yeah, from my side, getting P6 in quali wasn't great. Managing to get back up to P2 in the race was just, obviously, I know my race pace is a lot better than the quali, so that's another positive going into next week. But yeah, I just want to end my interview off by saying a massive apology to Boxtel.
Very nice that you admit that, because I wouldn't have admitted that. I would have fought it into the courtroom. If the results stay as they are, you have been eating into Boxtel's lead over the last couple of races, and your consistency has been quite mega this season as well. But unfortunately, that one race where he didn't get any points set, it seems to be going to be a season of consistency. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think it is. When you've got a grid as quick as this, consistency is what you need more than the actual pace itself. So, yeah, hopefully the consistency from my side can stay the same like it was last season, and yeah, I can push for more podiums, for more wins, hopefully. And yeah, see if I can get that second championship.
Certainly well on your way to it. It's going to be a great battle between yourself and Boxtel. Well done indeed there, Percy. A great second today, and potentially Sportsman of the Day as well for admitting that. Fair play, so frustrated, Percy. Too nice. What happened to you? So frustrated as well. Too right. I would have admitted to that. But well done today, Percy. Great second position. German, great third as well. You and Boxtel had an almighty scrap on that final lap there. You two was very much bagging each other. Oh, goodness me, not bagging each other. Oh, gosh, what's going on here? We are past the watershed. Touching each other into the bus stop. That's not very good either. But tell us about that final lap if you can.
Yeah, I didn't want to overtake him on the lap before because I knew I'd get a run on him, and then I'd sloppy middle sector, but I had enough of a gap, and just with the long straight down the back of the circuit, he got into like an overtaking situation. But I always thought it was a bit ambitious going on the outside. Like I broke as late as I could, and any later, and I'd have gone straight forward. So I don't think that was what overtake was on ever really, but I don't know.
Maybe this is a bit unfair for me to say, but I think this is potentially your best race of your season in terms of just how everything's gone your way and just how you nailed the strategy and how the race has gone. Would you agree with that, or am I just being a bit unfair on yourself for that?
No, I think I'd probably agree. Like the pace, maybe like the P7 and qualifying, but and then the race, I felt like probably the best I've all season. I think this season, Mike, is apart from the first two races, was a bit like a mess up in them, but I think this is probably one of the best starts I've had. So just keeping it like in and around it, and just hope for some luck and then a few wins maybe. But I don't know, long way yet.
Certainly has got to be in it to win it then. And going on to the next race as well. I've been I'm in iron about when you can get your race win. You're going into the Dutch Grand Prix next week. How are you feeling for that one? It's a bit more trickier than this one. It's more technical, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I love that circuit. I got pole there last season, so I always feel pretty good on just hope I can get a win.
And we certainly do as well. Well done today, German. Brilliant drive there to third position. And that's going to be it from Belgium for gold. Anyway, tomorrow night we got silver. And yes, I still can't believe it. Farfus leading the championship somehow. What's going on there? Shocking stuff indeed. But it's a Haas 1-2 in that championship with Nigel in second. Delando in third then. It is so close at the top of the standings. 11 points separates the top four. 24 points separates the top five. Goodly gosh then. In the bronze championship, Jay Hings leads the championship by 2 points from Brooksy then. That is going to be a great battle throughout the season in bronze then. And of course, I think we are in Zandvoort actually for the 100% as well. Cannot wait for that one on Wednesday night. But I am now going to bed. Good night, everyone. Enjoy.